At this time, I'm going to call on Karen Sullivan to talk about what the health department has outlined.
Before I begin, I would like to introduce our incident commander for this event, Karen Malachny. Karen, could you raise your hand? And our incident command colleague, John Rolich. I don't know where John is, but they're both in the room. Thank you. There are, along with me, comprise our incident command at the health department. Along with that, I want to acknowledge in the room members of the Unified Health Command, including our Fire Chief Jeff Miller and our Sheriff Ed Lester, and our Office of Emergency Management Director Dan Dennehy, who are all behind me. We're very unified and collaborative on our work right now, and I want to acknowledge those individuals. Today at 12:07 p.m., the Board of Health of Butte-Silver-Bow convened and held a short meeting and authorized the following order of the health officer. I'm sorry to be repetitive in all of the whereases, but I think it's important for you to hear the whereases. Whereas the World Health Organization has declared the worldwide outbreak of COVID-19 novel coronavirus a global pandemic. Whereas, as of March 15, 2020, the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, otherwise known as the CDC, indicates there are more than 1,600 cases and 41 fatalities in the U.S. Whereas most states in the U.S. are experiencing confirmed cases of COVID-19. Whereas the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services recognizes COVID-19 as a threat to the residents of Montana. Whereas there is a confirmed case of COVID-19 in Butte-Silver-Bow. Whereas the Butte-Silver-Bow Unified Health Command has activated response plans and protocols to prepare for additional cases of COVID-19 in Butte-Silver-Bow. Whereas the Butte-Silver-Bow Unified Health Command has also worked to identify, contact, and test individuals in Butte-Silver-Bow who have been potentially exposed to COVID-19 in coordination with the State of Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services and the CDC. Whereas proactively implementing mitigation measures to slow the spread of the virus is in the best interests of Butte-Silver-Bow and its people. Whereas COVID-19, a respiratory disease that can result in serious illness or death, and is a new strain of coronavirus that had not been previously identified in humans and can easily spread from person to person. Whereas the CDC identifies the potential public health threat posed by COVID-19 both globally and in the U.S. as high, and has advised that person-to-person spread of the COVID-19 will continue to spread globally, including within the U.S., Montana, and Butte-Silver-Bow. Whereas the circumstances of this outbreak may exceed the capacity of Butte-Silver-Bow. Whereas based upon all of the above, the governor of the state of Montana, in consultation with public health authorities, has strongly recommended limiting of all gatherings, specifically gatherings of more than 50 people. Whereas the City, County of Butte-Silver-Bow's Board of Health has the duty to protect the public from the introduction and spread of communicable disease or other conditions of public health importance, including through actions to ensure the removal of filth or other contaminants that might cause disease or adversely affect public health. Whereas the City and County of Butte-Silver Bowls Board of Health has determined that the potential spread of COVID-19 constitutes a public health emergency, and actions must be taken to avert and minimize the outbreak of this communicable disease. And whereas, pursuant to Section 50-2-118 of the Montana Code Annotated, a local health officer, in carrying out the purpose of the public health system, shall take steps to limit contact between people in order to protect the public health from imminent threat, including but not limited to ordering the closure of buildings or facilities where people congregate and canceling events. Whereas the City County Board of Health has determined that the local health officer should institute her authority to close buildings and facilities to prevent the spread of COVID-19 within the City, County of Butte-Silver Bow, Montana. Now, therefore, it is hereby ordered, pursuant to Title 50, Chapter 2, Part 1, and specifically Section 50-2-118 of the Montana Code Annotated, all bars, breweries, distilleries, casinos, restaurants, and gyms, with the exception of drive-through, delivery, and pickup services within the City and County of Butte-Silver Bow, Montana, shall be closed to the public effective at 4 p.m. today, Monday, March 16th, 2020, through Monday, March 23rd, 2020, at 8 a.m., pending further notification. This order is hereby signed by me, Karen Sullivan,